Hello, welcome to High Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Today we're going to play another game from the Boston Celtics and Larry Bird career replay, 1979-80 season, his rookie season. Celtics will look to get over 500 as a motorcycle speeds by. Definitely got to find a way to get that sound background noise out of here. Anyway, it seems like when I always go to record, something like that always happens. Anyway, the Bruins, the Celtics are going to go for 4 games in a row, 4 wins in a row, just like the Bruins tried to go for in the Bobby Orr replay. Hopefully, we'll have a little bit better luck in this one. Celtics are a lot better of a team than the 1966-67 Bruins, so I think we'll have a better chance at that. And in this game, they actually only lost to Philadelphia by 1 point, 95-94. So hopefully we can turn that around and get a win here and make up a game. As Celtics were 10-2 coming into this game, and they're only 6-6 in our replay. So if we can get a win today, we can get one game closer to our actual record of 10-3 at the end of this game. So, all right. So for the visiting Boston Celtics, and the Philadelphia 76ers were a very good team in 1979-80. They finished second place, just behind the Celtics. They finished with a record of, as soon as we find it here, of 59-23. The Celtics were 61-21, so there's 2 games out in the Eastern Conference. So, not an easy team. I mean, not a very good team, and not an easy team to beat by any stretch of the imagination. So, for the Celtics, it's going to be Cowens at center, Maxwell at power forward, Cedric Maxwell, Larry Bird at small forward. ML Carr is getting the start today over Chris Ford at shooting guard. And Nate Tiny Archibald at point guard. And excuse us, we're battling a little cold here. A little springtime New England cold. So that's where our voice is a little hoarse and a little stuffed up today. But I'm sure we'll make it through. And for the Philadelphia 76ers, Daryl Dawkins is the center. Caldwell Jones, the power forward. Dr. J, Julius Erving at small forward. Doug Collins, the shooting guard, and Maurice Cheeks at point guard. So we have the jump ball, and it is going to be won by the Celtics. Maxwell will get the rebound there, and it's going to be it'll be tipped out to Archibald. Archibald will pass it to Cowens. And the Celtics will have the first possession here. And he's going to shoot. Cowens will shoot a 2. And that shot will be no good. Jones comes down with the rebound for the 76ers. And they will pass it over to Collins. And that is going to be a turnover forced by the Celtics. As he throws it away, Celtics ball. Celtics inbound it. And they'll get it over to Mr. Larry Bird with it. No, actually, he's going to be denied by Irving. Irving's a very good defender. So, they can't get it to him. Instead, they get it to Cowens. And Cowens will shoot a 2. And that's going to be blocked by Daryl Dawkins. And Irving will come down with the board. And he will pass it. Let's see here. He'll get it over to nobody open. Finally get it over to Dawkins. And Dawkins will be fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Maxwell, his first team foul. And the first foul of the game. Dawkins was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line and shoot 2. Dawkins not a very good free throw shooter. It's the 65% free throw shooter. First one is good, though. And he'll make both of them. And Philadelphia takes the early lead 2-0. Celtics push the ball up, and there's going to be a quick foul on Maurice Cheeks. Non-shooting foul. First team foul for Philadelphia. Celtics inbound it. And can't quite get it to Bird. Instead, they go to Carr. Carr with it. And his basket will be good. That'll tie the game at 2.
That was sick, wicked, and nasty.
Philadelphia inbounds it, and that's going to be a steal by Bird. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Puts it up. And that'll be good. So after the steal by Bird, Archibald's able to get the basket. Credit the assist to Bird. And the Celtics take a 4-2 lead. Philadelphia pushes it up. Trying to get to somebody open. No, nobody gets open. And it looks like Caldwell Jones will be forced to shoot. And they can't get it to him either. And they finally get it over to Maurice Cheeks, who puts up a quick one. And that jumper will be off the mark. Maxwell comes down with it for the Celtics. And he'll be on the fast break. And he's going to get fouled. So the foul is going to be on Dr. J, Julius Irving. Got him on the arm, it looks like. So he was in the act of shooting. So Maxwell go to the line and shoot too. Maxwell, a very good free throw shooter. 79%. Yeah, the first one's good. And he'll nail both of them. So Celtics out to a 6-2 lead. Starting to build some momentum. You get it over to Irving. And Irving will shoot a 2. And that is going to be good. So Dr. J with his first points of the day. And assist will go to Dawkins, his first. Celtics inbound it. And Bird has it, and he's going to be fouled in the act of shooting. I think it was in the fouled in the act of shooting. And the foul is going to be on Caldwell Jones, his first personal. So Bird will go to the line to shoot too, 84% free throw shooter. Oh, just barely gets that one. That's in and out, but it falls back in. And he'll nail both of them. And the Celtics have doubled up on the 76ers, 8-4. Philadelphia pushes it up, gets it over to Collins. Collins will shoot a 2. And great defense by ML Carr. Forces the miss there. And Collins comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And his jumper will be good. Maxwell with the assist on that one, his first. Archibald with 4 points now. And the Celtics have a 10-4 run, 10-4 lead. Philadelphia inbounds it. Trying to get somebody open. Can't get anybody open. And that's going to be a turnover by Jones. And we'll be right back with substitutions. So Chris Ford will come in for ML Carr at shooting guard. And Henry Bibby will come in at point guard for Maurice Cheeks. Celtics ball. Up 10-4. And they get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 2. And great defense by Irving. Forces the miss. And that's going to be out of bounds off of Dr. J. And it'll be Boston ball. Boston trying to get it in. Finally Ford gets open. And Ford's going to shoot a 3.
A 3-ball.
And that's going to be good. So Chris Ford comes into the game and shoots one from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead is now 9. Philadelphia is going to call a timeout as the Celtics take a 9-point lead early on. All right, after the timeout, Philadelphia will inbound it. And it's going to be a quick foul on Chris Ford. Non-shooting foul. So Boston's second team foul. First on Ford. Celtics inbound it. And is Mr. Brody in here to say hi? Mr. Brody's off camera today. Cleaning up the office here. All right. So over to Dr. J. Dr. J will shoot a 2. And that's going to be a miss. And rebound is going to be by Larry Bird. He'll pass it. And it's going to be a foul on Collins. So Celtics ball, non-shooting foul. So Philadelphia will be in the penalty from now on, the rest of the way in the first quarter. Mr. Brody just went for a nice walk there, get some treats from his usual customers. We got some donuts and some other groceries. And we're back. All right. Mr. Brody loves the maple glazed donuts. Actually, he likes any donuts that's not chocolate. Well, he likes chocolate, but he can't have it, obviously. Mr. Brody likes to have his donuts on Saturday occasionally, as he did today. All right, Celtics inbound it, up by 9 after the foul on Collins. His first personal. And it's going to be over 2. Oh, Celtics can't get anybody open. And finally Maxwell gets open. They get it over to him.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that will be off the mark. Bibby comes down with it for the Sixers. And he'll pass it over to Irving. Irving will put it up. And his jumper will be good.
That was sick, wicked, and nasty.
So Irving with 4 points on the day now for the Sixers. And it's 13-6 game. Favor of the Celtics. Get it over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And great defense by Collins on that one. That will force the miss. And that's going to be out of bounds on the Sixers. All right, Celtics inbound it. And it's going to be a turnover on Bird. Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Jones. Caldwell Jones. Jones will shoot a 2. And that's going to not go. Dr. J with the offensive board, though. Puts it back. Is going to pass it. Pass it over to back to Jones and puts it up and in. So Jones with his first points of the day. And Philadelphia climbing back into the game. Now 13-8 Boston. And Boston has it. Over to Ford. Ford will shoot another 3. This one won't go. And that's going to be a loose ball foul on Ford. His second personal. So he'll have to come out of the game. So Ford with 2 quick fouls will sit back on the bench and Carr will come back in for him. The Celtics will call a timeout too to kill some of that momentum by Philadelphia. Philadelphia inbounds it, now down by just 5. And get it over to Bibby. Bibby, the great feed into Dawkins, who gets his, now has 4 points, and it's a 13-10 Celtic lead. So Philadelphia has erased all but 3 points of the Celtics lead so far. Celtics with the ball. And they're going to get it over to Carr. And Carr will, oh, no. Actually, Carr will put it up. And let's see. here. That is going to be blocked. So blocked by Collins. Dawkins with the board. And it's going to be a foul on Maxwell. So his second personal, so he'll come out. Alright, so substitutions by both teams. Philadelphia ball down by just 3. 1 possession game now. And they'll get it over to Bibby. Bibby will put it up. And his drive will be good. So Bibby with his first points cuts the lead to just 1. Get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great feed over to Judkins just in the game. Bird has moved over to power forward. Maxwell on the bench. Judkins at small forward. And Judkins his first points. Cowens with the second assist. Celtics lead back up to 3, 15-12. And Philadelphia will get it over to Collins. And his jumper will not go. Collins with the board. Pass it over to Carr. Carr's jumper will not go. And Bird just misses it. Instead, Caldwell ends up with it for the Sixers. Philadelphia passes it over to Bibby. Bibby with it. Puts it up, and that will not fall. And Jones will end up with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will be good. And it will draw a foul also. See who the foul is going to be. So this foul is going to be on like Larry Bird with his pick up his first personal. So he'll go on the line and try to complete the 3-point play. Bobby Jones, a 78% free throw shooter. And that's going to be good. So Philadelphia has tied it up now, 15-15. If the Celtics had a 9-point lead at one time. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Judkins. Judkins puts it up. And Irving will force the miss. And it's going to be out of bounds. Philadelphia ball. Philadelphia gets it in over to Collins. Collins puts it up. And that will be a miss. And it's going to be a jump ball. So jump ball will go to Philadelphia. Over to Bobby Jones. Jones puts it up. Nope. Philadelphia with a chance to take the lead there. Cannot. But Irving comes down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that's going to be good. So Philadelphia takes the lead 17-15 now. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. And Celtics will call a timeout. We'll try to regroup here. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Cowens. And Cowens' shot will miss. But Caldwell Jones, the center now, will come down with it. Celtics get back quickly. And that's going to be stolen by Judkins. And Philadelphia gets back quickly. Boston sets it up. Judkins puts it up, and his shot will be good. So Judkins now with 4 points, ties the game at 17. Philadelphia inbounds it, gets it over to Irving. And he is going to get fouled. And that foul is going to be on Judkins, his first personal. So Irving will go to the line and shoot 2. 79% free throw shooter. His first free throws of the day. First one's good. And misses the second one. So 1 from 2. 1 of 2. Philadelphia with a 1-point lead. As Bird comes down with the board. And he'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And great defense by Jones forces the miss. And he'll come down with the board. And he'll pass it over to Caldwell Jones now. 2 Jones out there, Caldwell and Bobby. Caldwell Jones with it now at center. And his spin move will not go. As Bird comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Judkins. Judkins puts it up. And his shot will be good. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first quarter with the Celtics up by a point. All right, substitutions by both teams. Philadelphia will inbound it. And they'll get it over to Cheeks. Back in at point guard. And his shot will not fall. And the rebound will come out to Fernstein now in at power forward. Fast break pass over to Carr. Puts it up. And that is in and out. Won't fall. Collins with the board for the Sixers. And he'll pass it over to... Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Roby now in at center. His first personal. So Dawkins will go to the line and shoot 2. Celtics in the penalty. So Dawkins 2 for 2 from the candy stripe so far. And he'll miss the first one. Second one is good, so 1 for 2. Philadelphia ties the game at 19. Celtics push it up. And they'll get it over to Judkins. Judkins puts it up. And his runner is going to be good. Celtics retake the lead, 21-19. Assist to Fernstein, his first. Philadelphia inbounds it, down by 2. Gets it over to Cheeks. And Cheeks with a great pass. Feeds it into Mix now in at small forward. And he'll get his first points. Cheeks with his first assist. 21-21. As we near the end of the first quarter. And that's going to be a steal by Cheeks. Celtics set it up. Get it over to Dawkins. Dawkins is going to get fouled. And we're on Fernstein, his first personal. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2. 3 for 4 so far. First one's good. So he'll nail both of these. And Philadelphia takes a 2-point lead. Celtics push it up. Try to push it up. Finally, Roby gets open. And he's going to get fouled. I don't think there was a steal there or anything there. And that is going to be a foul on Mix. So Roby will go to the line and shoot 2. First one's good. And second one also good. 23-23. as Roby hits both free throws. And Doug Collins with it. He's going to be fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Judkins, his second personal. So Collins will go to the line and shoot 91% free throw shooter. First one's good. Nails both of those to give Philadelphia a 25-23 lead. Judkins will play safe. As the Celtics inbound it. And they'll get it over to Carr. Carr will put it up. And that will be blocked by Dawkins. Fernstein with the board. And he'll put it back up. And that'll be good. So Fernstein. I thought he got the points there. Yeah, that wasn't Fernstein. I thought that was Fernstein that got the basket there. That's strange. I didn't see him get any points there. Oh, Judkins. My bad. Judkins got that basket. So Judkins now in double digits off the bench with 10 points. So he's having a great game. And we're tied at 25. Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Dawkins. And that's going to be a steal by Henderson. So Philadelphia gets back quickly. Celtics set it up. And they'll get it over to... Oh, can't get anybody open. Finally, they'll get it over to Carr. Carr shoots a desperation shot. And that will not fall. As Bobby Jones comes down with the board for the Sixers. Trying to get the last shot. And will not get it off. So at the end of the first quarter, we're tied at 25. In the actual game, Philadelphia had a 23-21 lead. So we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. All right, we're back with the start of the second quarter. Score tied at 25. Philadelphia will inbound it. And they'll get it over to Irving. Irving will put it up. And that won't fall. Maxwell back in the game will come down with the board. Celtics set it up. Over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And that will not fall. Caldwell Jones with the rebound. And they'll set it up. That's going to be a foul, though, on Bird, his second personal. First team foul. Sixers get it into Dr. J. Dr. J puts it up. And his jumper will not go. And he'll come down with his own board. Put it back up. And his reverse layup will go. Second chance effort by Dr. J. And Philadelphia takes a 27-25 lead. Inbound pass over to Maxwell. Maxwell pushes it up. And great defense by Bobby Jones. And Caldwell Jones will come down with the rebound. Philadelphia sets it up. Stolen now by Cowens, though. Fast break pass over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And that won't fall. And Cheeks comes down with the rebound. Pass it over to Jones. And that's going to be a turnover. The Celtics ball. Collins gets open. And he'll turn it over. Philadelphia with the ball up by 2. Over to Caldwell Jones. Jones will turn it over now. So Celtics ball once again. Over to Bird. And Bird turns it over. So 3 turnovers in a row. Nobody seems to want the ball. Get it over to Sparnacle in the game. And he'll shoot a 2. And that will be good. So Sparnacle with his first points. Jones with the assist. Caldwell Jones with the assist. And Philadelphia with a 4-point lead. And that's going to be a foul on Caldwell Jones. His second personal. Non-shooting foul. First team foul. And they get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell will put it up.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that's no good. And that's going to be out of bounds. Philadelphia ball. So Philadelphia with a chance to go up by 6 or more. And they'll get it over to Irving. Irving puts it up. And that shot will be good. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. No assists on the play. All right, both teams with substitutions. Celtics inbound it. Down by 6 now. They'll get it over to Roby just back in the game. And that's going to be a foul on Sparknell. His first. Second team foul. Celtics inbound it. And that's going to be another foul on Cheeks. His second personal. So 2 quick fouls on the Sixers. Up to 3 team fouls now. Over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. And that's going to be defended by Mix. Forces the miss. Irving with it now. They'll pass it over to... Actually, it'll come back to him. Puts it up. And his jumper is going to be good. So Irving now with 13 points in the game. Dawkins with the assist. And Philadelphia has managed to get an 8-point lead now. Celtics will inbound it. Stolen now by Irving. So Irving all over the place, offensively and defensively. And they'll get it over to... Nobody open yet. Irving gets open, of course. And that's going to be a turnover, though, by Irving. He throws it away. Celtics ball. They'll inbound it. And trying to get somebody open. Finally, Henderson gets open at point guard. Puts it up. And his jumper will be no good. And Roby comes down with the offensive board, puts it back up. And his shot will not fall. Ford, though, with the offensive board, will pass it. Over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. And that's in and out. Roby with the offensive board. And he's going to get fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Dawkins, his first personal. So Roby will go to the line and shoot 2. Philadelphia will be in the penalty from now on. Roby, a 68% free throw shooter, misses the first one. And he'll miss both of them. as Dawkins comes down with the board. Pass it over to Mix. Mix puts it up. And that shot will be good. Cheeks with the rebound. With the assist on the play. And Philadelphia now with a 10-point lead as the Celtics will call timeout. All right, Philadelphia on a 10-0 run. Take it. Celtics yet to score here in the second half. Almost halfway through the quarter. Celtics with most of their starters back in. Philadelphia will rest a lot of their starters now. And that's going to be a quick foul on Jones, his first personal, Bobby Jones. And Maxwell will go to the line and shoot two as Philadelphia is in the penalty. First one's good. And just misses the second one. And Bird cannot get the board. Instead, it's going to be Jones. So Celtics with their first point of the quarter, of the half. Actually, of the quarter, sorry. Meant to say quarter and last time too. So their first point of the second quarter. And it's going to go over to Dawkins. Dawkins shoots a two. And his layup will be, great defense by Collins, forces the miss. And Collins will come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Archibald back in the game. And he's going to get fouled. And that's going to be on Dawkins, his second personal. So Boston in the bonus will go to the line. Archibald, 83% free throw shooter. First one's good. Second one is off the mark. Maxwell unable to get to it. Instead, Mix gets to it for the Sixers. Philadelphia lead now 8. And we get it over to Mix. Puts it up. And that won't fall. Collins with the rebound. Fast break pass over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And that's in and out. Can't get that one to stay. Bird with the offensive board. And he'll shoot a two. And that will not fall. So Bird's stuck on 2 points. It's been quiet today so far. Celtics have to get him back in the game if they hope to win today. Mix with the board. And they'll set it up. Over to Bobby Jones. Great defense by Bird on that one. And he'll come down with the board. And he'll pass it over to... he's going to... Spanarkel is going to foul Ford on the play. His second personal. So Ford will go on the line and shoot two. 75% free throw shooter. Misses the first one. So Celtics having trouble at the line. It misses both of them. Ouch. But Bird will come down the offensive board. Puts it back up. And this won't go. As Maxwell comes down the offensive board. And he's going to get fouled. And that's going to be a foul on... They're going to go with Spark. No, I think they would. Because he's the lesser player than him and Dawkins. So Smart with his third personal. So he'll have to come out of the game. So Maxwell will go to the charity stripe. He's 3 for 4 so far. Makes the first one. And he'll make both of these. So Philadelphia lead now 6 as they'll inbound it. Just over the halfway mark of the second quarter. Over to Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones puts it up. And that will not go. Well, Maxwell will come down with the board for the Celtics. And it's going to be a foul on Dawkins, his third personal. So Dawkins will have to come out of the game. So Collins will go to the line and shoot two. His 78% free throw shooter. His first free throws of the day. First one's good. And nails both of them. So Celtics cut the lead to 4. Philadelphia ball. And over to Collins. Collins will give a great feed over to Cheeks. He'll put it up and in. Cheeks with his first points of the game. Collins his first assist. Philadelphia lead now 6. Celtics try to get it in. Archibald finally gets open. Archibald with a pretty feed over to ML Carr. Carr now with 4 points. Archibald with his first assist. 37-33 Philadelphia. Finally, Jones gets open, and that's going to be a foul, though, on Maxwell. Maxwell, his third personal, he'll have to come out of the game. All right, substitutions by both teams. Philadelphia inbounds it as we get close to the 4-minute mark. And that is going to be a turnover on Doug Collins. It'll be Celtics ball, down by 4. They get it over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And that is going to be good. Yeah, that'll be good. Philadelphia lead down to 2 now. As they inbound it. Irving back in the game. They get it over to him. Puts it up. And his jumper. Great defense by Bird forces the miss. As Fernstein in the game at power forward comes out with the board. Fast break pass. Fernstein on the fast break. And he's going to get fouled. And that's going to be a foul on Caldwell Jones, his third. So Fernstein will go to the line and shoot 2. All right, Fernstein will go to the line and shoot 2. And we're going to have Caldwell Jones play it safe. So Fernstein with his first free throw shots of the day. 64% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And he'll nail both of them. And the Celtics have tied the game at 37 after being down by 10 points. As Philadelphia went on a 10-0 run to start the second quarter. Philadelphia will inbound it. And they'll get it over to... And nobody is open right now. So, still nobody open. Celtics playing some good defense here. And finally going to get it over to Cheeks, who's forced to put one up. And he'll shoot a desperation too. And that will not fall. And Collins will come down with the board for the Celtics. Pass it over to Bird. Bird, who's been fairly quiet today, will put it up. At least on the offensive side of the ball. And continues to be quiet as that will not go. And Jones will come down with the board. Caldwell Jones for the 76ers. Going to take the lead here. And they cannot get it open. Get anybody open here. Finally, Collins gets open. No, actually, he's not open. Chaney's guarding him. Another forced shot again by Cheeks. Puts it up. And great defense by Collins forces the miss.
What great defense.
But he cannot get the board. Caldwell will get the ball and put it back up. And he's going to pass it, but this should be a shot clock violation, I think. No, actually, it did hit the rim, so I guess it isn't. New 24-second clock. And this is going to be a steal by Bird. Pass break pass over to Archibald. Archibald with the pass.
Nice pass inside.
Inside to Fernstein. Will get the basket. So Fernstein now with 4 points. Archibald with his second assist. Celtics with a 39-37 lead. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Alrighty, 2 minutes 36 seconds left till halftime. Celtics with a 2-point lead. Philadelphia ball. Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Cheeks. Cheeks puts it up. And his jumper will be good. Tie the game at 39. Philadelphia with 10 fouls in the quarter. Now a bunch of guys in foul trouble. This is good news for the Celtics going into the second half. And it's going to get over to Henderson now at shooting guard. And let's see here. That is going to be a block by Collins.
Don't bring that Greek stuff.
As Bird comes down with the rebound. And he'll get it over to Henderson. Henderson will give a great feed. Inside pass over to Bird, who'll put it up and in. Bird now with 4 points. Henderson with his second assist. Philadelphia inbounds it. It's going to be stolen by Ford, though. Chris Ford with the steal. Celtics will set it up. Gets it over to Carr. Carr is going to turn it over, though. Philadelphia ball. Down by 2. Over to Mix. And his jumper will be good. Assist the Cheeks. So Mix now with 6 points off the bench. Ties the game at 41. 1 minute mark now of the second quarter. 41-41. Celtics get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And his jumper will be good. So Bird with 6 points now. Starting to come alive a little bit here at the end of the first half. Gives the Celtics a 2-point lead. Over to Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones will get fouled on the play. And that's going to be on Bird. His third personal. So Bird now in foul trouble. And I'll have to go to the bench. So Bird picks up his third personal. And Bobby Jones will go to the line. He's 1 for 1 so far. Misses the first one. And nails the second one. So 1 of 2. So Philadelphia down by 1. Celtics ball. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Fernstein. And that's going to be blocked by Bobby Jones. And that's going to be a loose ball foul. Check offense first. So that's going to be on Gerald Henderson. That was the Celtics shot there, wasn't it? Yes. So it's going to go on Henderson, the Celtics. So looks like Collins is going to go line to shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 so far. See if he can put Philadelphia in the lead now. And he does. So Philadelphia with a 1-point lead. As we near the end of the first half. And they'll get it Celtics trying to inbound it. Get it over to Archibald. And Archibald with a great feed over to ML Caro. Puts it up and in. Caro now with 6 points off the bench. Third assist for Archibald. Celtics with a 1-point lead. Philadelphia with the ball, going for the last shot here. And they will not get one off. So we're at the halftime here with the Celtics with a 45-44 lead. At halftime, the Celtics had a 51... Actually, they trailed 58-51, had a 7-point deficit, so doing much better in this game with a 1-point lead at halftime. So let's check out the halftime stats here. So, Judkins off the bench leads the Celtics with 10 points. Julius Erving leads all scorers for the 76ers with 13 points. Caldwell Jones with 8 rebounds for the Sixers leads all rebounders. And Larry Bird has 7 rebounds for the Celtics. Larry Bird in all is 2 for 6 from the floor, so not very involved at all. 2 free throws, 7 boards, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and in trouble with 3 personal fouls. Actually, Bird and Maxwell with 3 personal fouls, or foul trouble. For the 76ers, Caldwell Jones and Daryl Dawkins and Jim Sparknell have 3 personal fouls. Have foul trouble. Celtics only shooting 35% from the floor. Philadelphia 46%. Celtics only shooting 70% from the free throw line. Philadelphia 80%. And rebounding even, 22-23 in favor of the Sixers. Philadelphia with 12 turnovers, though. Which is why they're at where they're at right now, down a point. So we'll be right back with the start of the second half. Alrighty, here we are at the start of the third quarter. The Celtics up by a point, 45-44. Philadelphia will inbound it. Pretty much starting lineups of both teams on the floor. I think they are the starting lineups, actually. 100%, yep. Looks like it. And let's see, it looks like they're going to get it into Irving. He's having a big day today with 13 points. And he's going to give a great feed over to Cheeks, who puts it up and in. Cheeks now with 6 points. Irving with his 3rd assist. And Philadelphia up by a point now. And they get it over to Bird. Bird will put it up. And his jumper will be good. So a good start for Bird. Gets his first points of the game. Of the second half. And Celtics back on top by a point. Definitely important to get him going. The Celtics are going to win. So Curry went on with a steal. And Curry will set it up. He'll pass it over to Archibald. And Archibald will shoot a 3. And Archibald, wow, gets a 3-pointer here and 1. That would have been good for anybody, just about anybody with a 1 there. I don't think I've ever seen a 1 on a 3-point shot, but anything from a 1 to 21 would have been good. And so that's good. And the Celtics with now a 4-point lead as Philadelphia kicks it up. Gets it over to Irving. Irving will put it up. And that shot will be good. Good spin move by Irving. Cuts the Celtics lead to 2. Celtics inbound it. Over to Cowens. Cowens are just 2 points in the game. Celtics like to get him involved more too. And there's a good start for that as Cowens gets gets his second basket of the game. Celtics 52-48. And they'll get it over to Cheeks. Cheeks will turn it over, though. So Celtics ball.
Threw it away.
And Celtics get it over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And his spin move won't go. And it's going to be out of bounds off Cowens. So it'll be Philadelphia ball.
Move in the lane.
Philadelphia gets it into Dawkins.
He goes straight to the glass.
And great defense by Cowens forces the miss. As Dawkins comes down with the board. And he'll turn it over. The Celtics ball. Up by 4.
A turnover.
And they'll get it over to Bird. Bird will shoot a 3. And Bird's 3-pointer will be good. So Celtics open it up to a 7-point lead now. So a good start for the Celtics here in the second half. Up by 7 now. Philadelphia with it. Gets it over to Collins. Collins puts it up. And that won't fall. No foul on the play. As Maxwell comes down with the board for the Celtics. He'll pass it over to... Oh, can't get anybody open yet. I think Cowens gets open. Puts it up. And Cowens with his 6 points in the game. So Cowens with a couple baskets here in the second half. Celtics with a 9-point lead. And Philadelphia will call a timeout. As the Celtics have opened up the lead to 9 now. Their biggest lead of the game. Well, tied for the biggest lead as they opened up with a 13-4 start to the game. Philadelphia quickly closed the gap there. Alright, so Philadelphia off the timeout. We'll inbound it. And they'll get it over to Dawkins. Dawkins with a great feed. Inside to Collins, who puts it up and in. Collins now with 6 points. Dawkins with his second assist. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Alright, and we're back with the Celtics with a... Oh, assist right there. With a 57-50 lead. Celtics inbound it. And to get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell's going to be fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Jones, his 4th personal, so he'll have to go sit out. So first team foul, but Maxwell is in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. 5 of 6 from the charity stripe so far. First one's good. And he'll nail both of them. Celtics lead back up to 9. Philadelphia inbounds it, gets it over to Bibby just back in the game at shooting guard. And that won't go. And Collins down with the board for the Celtics. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Archibald will feed it. Pass it inside to Collins, who puts it up and in. Collins with 8 points. Archibald his 6th assist. And Celtics' biggest lead of the day now at 11. Philadelphia with the ball. Inbounds it over to... Nobody open yet. Inbounds it over to Irving. Irving puts it up. And that will not go. And it's going to go out of bounds off for Irving. So it'll be Celtics ball up by 11. And that's going to be a steal, though, by Bobby Jones. Celtics back quickly. Over to Henry Bibby. Bibby with a great feed into Irving. Irving up 17 points now. Bibby with his 2nd assist. 61-52 Celtics. Man, that's going to be a quick foul on Bobby Jones. So Jones with his 2nd personal. Celtics' 2nd team foul for the Sixers. Celtics will inbound it into Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up. And that's going to be denied by Bobby Jones. So great defense by Bobby Jones on that one.
Spin move in the lane. Defense.
And so let's see if I'm reading this right. Loose ball foul, check defense first. So it's not on the defense, so I guess it's going to go on the offense. That's what it tells me there. According to the rules there, I think that's what they are. So it does not go against loose ball foul, check defense first. Not on the defense, so it's going to go against the offense. Alright, that makes sense now. That's for the loose ball foul. So, alright, so Cowens with the foul, his first personal. First team foul for the Celtics. And it's going to go into Archer. Archibald's going to get a steal here for the Celtics. Celtics set it up. And it's going to go over to Bird. Bird will put it up. And great defense by Irving. Forces the miss. Bobby Jones with the rebound. Philadelphia pushes it back up. Over to Irving. Irving puts it up. And great defense by Maxwell. Forces the miss. Dawkins, though, with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that is going to be good. 61-54. 7-point Celtics lead and the ball. As we approach the halfway mark of the third quarter.
Stick it.
And can't get it over to Bird as Irving is guarding him tightly. Instead, they get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great feed. Inside the Bird, puts it up and in. So they get it to Bird via Cowens. And Bird up now to 13 points. So he's starting to open it up now for the Celtics, which the Celtics need. As Cowens gets his third assist. Philadelphia ball now, down by 9. Over to Cheeks. Cheeks puts it up. And his jumper will not go. As Bobby Jones comes out with the defensive board. And he'll pass it over to... Oh, can't get it to Irving. Can't get it to Bibby. And he had the ball, so he can't get it to himself anyway. No. And finally Dawkins gets open. And his reversal layup will not go. But he does get the rebound. Puts it back up. And this time it's good. So Dawkins in double digits with 11 points. We'll be right back after these substitutions. Alright, and we're back as Larry Bird takes a seat, among others.
To the glass.
So Celtics inbound it. Up by 7. And it's going to go into Carr. Back in the game. And Carr is going to get fouled. And he'll be fouled by Bobby Jones, his third personal. So Carr was in the active shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's 74% free throw shooter. First one's good. And second one is off the mark, so he gets 1 of 2. And Bobby Jones with the rebound. Celtics lead now 8. They'll pass it up to Irving. Irving's going to be fouled on the play. And that'll be a foul on Maxwell, his fourth personal. That'll be a shooting foul. So Fernstein will come in for Maxwell. Irving 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. First one's good. Nails both of those, 2 for 2. Celtics lead now 6, 64-58. As the Celtics inbound it. I get it over the Judkins back in the game. And he's going to give a great pass feed into Chris Ford now at point guard. Puts it up and in. Ford now with 5 points. Judkins with his first assist. Celtics lead back up to 8. Philadelphia inbounds it over to Bobby Jones. Jones will shoot a 2. And that is going to be blocked by Fernstein in the game. That power forward. And he'll come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Roby now in. Roby puts it up. And, does get it to fall. Just barely, though. So Roby with 4 points off the bench.
Spin move in the lane.
And Judkins will get the assist on the play, his second. So Celtics lead now in double digits, 68-58. Philadelphia gets it into Irving. He's going to get fouled, though. And it's going to be a foul on Judkins, his third personal. So Dr. J will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 3 for 4 so far. Nails the first one. He now has 20 points on the day. Makes both of them. 21 for Irving to lead all scorers. 68-60 Celtics. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Judkins. And that's going to be blocked by Irving. And it's going to go out of bounds and be Celtics ball. Celtics get it into Ford. Ford puts it up. And that will be good. So Ford to 7 points now. Celtics lead back up to 10. Over to Bobby Jones. And that is going to be a turnover. Celtics ball. Into Roby. And that's going to be a turnover by the Celtics. Back-to-back turnovers. Philadelphia gets the ball back. And this is going to be a steal by Carr. Celtics set it up. And another steal by Bobby Jones. Fast break pass over to Cheeks. And he's going to get fouled. And it's going to be a foul on Judkins. His fourth personal. That's a shooting foul. So Bird checks in for Judkins. As Cheeks go to the line to shoot 2. His first free throws of the game. 78% free throw shooter. First one's good. And second one also good, so he makes both of them. Celtics lead now 8, 70-62. As they inbound it, get it over to Bird. Bird will put it up. And that won't go. And Dawkins comes down with the board. Pass it over to Bibby. And that's going to be a foul on Carr. His first personal foul. Celtics now on the penalty, so Bibby will go to the line and shoot 2. 79% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And makes both of them. So Celtics lead now down to 6. As they get it into Ford. His jumper won't go. And it'll be out of bounds. Philadelphia ball. So the Celtics will...
Line drive jumper.
Alright, I think we're good there. So Maxwell will have to play safe. Alright, Philadelphia inbounds it down by 6. And that's going to be a steal by Bird. Fast break pass over to Archibald. And that won't go. Cheeks with the rebound. Fast break pass over to Irving. Irving puts it up. And his jump shot is going to be good, and he'll draw the foul, so chance for a three-point play. Chance to bring the Sixers within 3. Alright, so let's see here. So it's going to be assist for Dawkins, but let's check the foul first. So it's going to be a foul on Bird. Ooh, that's not good. His 4th personal. So we'll be right back. Alright. So 2 to make 1 as Irving goes to the line to try to complete the 3-point play. And that won't go. Gets a second one here, and he misses both of them. Wow, that's a rarity especially for Irving. And check loose ball foul. Check offense first. So point guard 72 does not qualify for him, so it's going to be against Archibald. So Irving will go to the line again to shoot 2. 5 of 8. First one's good. Makes both of those, though. And Philadelphia within 2 now. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Celtics up by just 2. After being up as high as many as 11. Celtics get it into Archibald. Archibald with a great assist pass over to Chaney now in the game. Chaney with his first points of the game. Celtics lead 4 now. Philadelphia inbounds it. Over to Dawkins. Dawkins with a great pass inside the Cheeks, who puts it up and in. So Cheeks now in double digits with 10 points. Dawkins with his 5th assist. Celtics ball up by 2. Over to Archibald. Archibald's going to get fouled. And that is going to be on Dawkins, his 4th personal. I'll have to play it safe. And Archibald will go to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 2 so far today. First one's good. And he makes both of them. Celtics 74-70. Philadelphia inbounds it. Dawkins playing safe now. Trying to avoid that 5th personal. Over to Collins. Collins puts it up, and his jumper won't be good. Will not fall. Irving with the board. Puts it back up. And that up and under is going to be good.
Line drive jumper.
So Irving up to 27 points now to lead all scorers. Celtics lead now just 2. In the car.
Up and under.
And that's going to be denied by Irving. So jump ball, Philadelphia ball. Chance to tie it here. Over to Cheeks. And that won't fall.
Line drive jumper.
But Dawkins will get the board. Put it back up. And that is going to be good. So Philadelphia has tied the game here at 24, less than a minute left. 74, less than a minute left in the third quarter. Celtics ball. And that's going to be stolen by Irving. Fast break pass to Cheeks. Puts it up. And that is going to be good. So Philadelphia takes the lead. The closing seconds of the third quarter. No assist there. Celtics inbound it.
Stick it.
And they'll get it into Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And that'll be good. So Cowens ties the game at 76. Philadelphia inbounds it. This is going to be a three-pointer from Mix. Mix will try the three-pointer. And just misses on that one. Gets his own rebound, though. Puts it back up. And that's no good.
A three ball.
But Cheeks will get the offensive board. So Philadelphia with a bunch of second chances. Oh, and Cheeks is going to turn it over, though. So it'll be Celtics ball.
Move in the lane.
Celtics going for the last shot here. Carr with it. Puts it up. And that will not go.
Threw it away.
Irving with it. And that'll do it. So at the end of the third quarter, appropriately enough, it's a 76 game in the land of the Philadelphia 76ers. So 76-76 after 3. So actually at the end of the... let's see what the score was. Philadelphia actually had the lead. Let's see here. 58... Philadelphia ironically had 76 points at the end of the third quarter, but the Celtics only had 65. So Philadelphia had an 11-point lead on the Celtics. So the Celtics faring much better, although the Celtics could be up by quite a bit more, as they did have at one point an 11-point lead, but 76-76 as we head to the fourth quarter. So this will be an interesting fourth quarter here. So Philadelphia resting a bunch of their starters at the start of the fourth quarter. Celtics with all of their starters in except for Gerald Henderson at shooting guard. Well, Gerald Henderson in at shooting guard for the starter Emil Carr. So Celtics will inbound it here at the start of the fourth quarter. 76-76. Over to Maxwell. And Maxwell will put it up. And that won't be good. But Bird will come down with the rebound. And he'll turn it over, though. So Celtics had a chance to go take the lead, but Bird turns it over. Jones now in. Caldwell Jones in at center. He'll get the ball. And he is going to pass it. Passes it around. Gets back to him. Puts it up. And that's going to be no good, but he will draw the foul. And Collins is going to get his second personal. So Jones in the active shooting will go to the line. 70% free throw shooter. His first free throws of the day. First one is good. And, just barely gets the second one. So Philadelphia takes a 78-76 lead as we open up the fourth quarter. Celtics get it over to Maxwell. Celtics got to take advantage now that Philadelphia has resting a lot of their starters. Maxwell with it. A great assist pass over to Bird. Puts it up and in. Bird now with 15 points. Maxwell with the assist. 78-78. Philadelphia gets it into Mix at power forward. No, actually they can't get into him. Instead they get into Bobby Jones at small forward. Puts it up, and great defense by Bird on that one. Forces the miss. Maxwell comes down with the board. He'll pass it over to Bird. Bird's going to turn it over, though. So Bird with his second turnover of the fourth quarter. Celtics cannot afford to do that. Henry Bibby with it now. Henry Bibby takes the shot. And his jumper is going to be no good. Bird with the board. Fast break pass over to Henderson. Henderson puts it up. And Henderson just barely goes in, but stays in. Archibald with the assist. Celtics take an 80-78 lead now. Tight game here. After both teams have had the lead by as many as 11 points.
He buries that shot.
And it's going to go into... No, can't get anybody open. Finally, Bobby Jones gets open. And he's going to get fouled. And that's going to be on Counts, his third personal. So Counts picks up 2 fouls here in the fourth quarter. And Jones is in the active shooting, so he'll go to the line. He's 2 for 3 so far. First one's good. Nails both of them. 80-80 now. Celtics inbound. It's 10-minute mark of the final quarter. Over to Archibald. Archibald with a great feed inside to Bird. Puts it up and in. Bird now with 17 points. Archibald with his 9th assist, and one assist away from a double-double. Celtics inbound it. Philadelphia inbounds it. Can't get it into anybody. Finally, Mix gets open. Mix shoots the 2, and his jumper will not fall. Bibby not quite able to get it. Instead, Gerald Henderson has it for the Celtics. Fast break pass over to Bird. Bird puts it up. And great defense by Caldwell Jones forces the miss. And Jones is unable to get the rebound. Instead, Collins gets it for the Celtics. Puts it up. And that won't go.
Steps into a jumper.
Mix with the rebound for the Sixers. Celtics back quickly. Mix with it. Puts it up. And that will not fall.
The jumper on the baseline.
Sparknell comes out with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that won't go either. Almost did, but not quite. And Bird with the board. Celtics will set it up. Passes it over to Archibald. Archibald with a great feed into Maxwell. Puts it up and in. Maxwell 9 points. He had been quiet for a while after getting some early foul trouble. Celtics now with a 4-point lead. And Philadelphia is going to call a timeout as Celtics had heavy momentum there. Don't know how Philadelphia can get momentum off of a off of a timeout, but now it goes to +1 Philadelphia from a +4 Celtics, so that was kind of weird. Usually it goes right to 0, but it does not this time. So Philadelphia inbound it, down by 4. Over to Sparknell, and that's going to be a foul on Maxwell. So we'll be right back after these timeouts as Maxwell picks up his 5th personal, so he'll have to grab some pine. Alright, Philadelphia brings their starters back in. 9 minutes left in the game, down by 4. Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Jones. Jones puts it up, and that won't go. It's going to be a jump ball. Celtics will win the jump ball. And they'll get it over to Henderson. Henderson puts it up. And his jumper is going to be good. No assist on the play. And Celtics are going to double team Irving now. There we go. Try that. See if that's more effective for Irving from getting the ball. It'll leave other Sixers open though, so I'll have to be careful with that. So Philadelphia inbounds it, down by 6 now. Over to Caldwell Jones. Jones with a great assist pass into Dawkins. He puts it up and in. Dawkins now with 15 points. Jones with the assist. 86-82 Celtics. Inbound pass into Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And that will not go. Caldwell Jones with the rebound. Celtics back quickly. Philadelphia sets it up. Oh, the Jones with it now. And that's going to be a turnover on Jones. So Celtics ball. Big turnover there. And it's going to be a quick foul on Dawkins. So Dawkins picks up his fifth personal. He'll have to take a seat. So Dawkins for Philadelphia and Maxwell for Boston, both with fifth fouls on the bench now. Still 7 minutes and 48 seconds left in this game, so a lot of time still left. Celtics are up by 4 with the ball. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up, and that won't go. Bobby Jones with it. And he'll pass it over to Cheeks. That's going to be a turnover, though, on Cheeks. So Celtics ball, another key turnover by Philadelphia. Celtics get it into Henderson. Henderson puts it up, and Henderson gets another big basket. So Henderson with a couple of big baskets here in the fourth quarter. Puts the Celtics up by 6. Bird with the assist. Philadelphia ball. Oh, that's going to be a quick foul on Carr. Non-shooting foul. So the Celtics will be in the penalty from now on, though, as that's their 4th personal foul. First team foul of the fourth quarter. That could be big. So Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Irving. Oh, we're not double teaming him anymore. And that wouldn't have mattered there anyway. And his jumper is going to be good. Cheeks with the assist. So Irving leads all scorers with 29 points now. He scored more than a third of Philadelphia's points. Celtics with it, inbound it. Trying to inbound it. He'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great assist pass over to Archibald. Puts it up and in. Archibald with a double-double. 14 points and 10 assists. And Cowens will get his 4th assist of the day. So Celtics 90, Philadelphia 84. Celtics will double team Irving. There we go. Philadelphia inbounds it. Gets it over to Bobby Jones. Bobby Jones is going to get fouled, though. And that's going to be on Archibald, his 2nd personal. So Celtics in the penalty now. So Bobby Jones will go to the line, shoot 2. He's 4 for 5 today. That 5 for 6. And nails both of them 6 for 7. Celtics lead by 4 now. And that's going to be a steal by Bobby Jones. So big steal there. Celtics back quickly. Get it over to Jones. And that's going to be a foul, though, on Archibald. He picks up his 2nd foul in a minute. His 3rd personal of the game. So Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. First one's good. And he'll make both of them. We'll be right back. Alright, so Celtics inbound it. Up by just 2 now. Alright. Celtics inbound. Oh, it's going to be a steal, though, by Sparkno. Celtics back. Get it. Sparkno with it. We'll put it up. And great defense by Ford. Rebound by Cowens. He'll pass it over to... Nobody open yet. Gets it over to Ford. Ford with a great feed. Bird puts it up and in. Bird now 19 points. Celtics lead 92-88. 5 minutes left in the game. Philadelphia ball. Over to Bobby Jones. His jumper. Oh, just misses. Irving with the board. Puts it back up. And it's going to be a So the defender is Bird. So nope, that will be a defense by Bird. He's not playing safe. So it's going to out of bounds. Philadelphia ball though. Oh, hold on. Alright, sorry about that. We clicked the mouse on the other computer there. Alright, so let's see what's going on in this mess here. Show pass 2. Looks like it's going to go over 2. No, looks like nobody's open yet. So we're going to have to pass it again. No steals or anything. No. And this time it is going to be a steal by Archibald. Yep. Celtics set it up. And it's going to go over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And great defense by Caldwell Jones. And Archibald with the board. Puts it back up. And his jumper will be good. So big basket by Archibald. He's got 16 points on the game now. Celtics lead up to 6. As we reach the 4-minute mark of the game. Philadelphia with the ball. Gets it over to Bobby Jones. And his jumper is no good, but he will draw the foul. And this is going to be huge. So I think this is going to be Maxwell is going to be out of the game. Even though he's playing safe, it doesn't say anything about playing safe. The only time he doesn't draw the foul is if it says he's playing safe. So he is playing safe, but he's still going to get called for the foul, and he'll be out of the game. Oh, wait, actually, I'm sorry. Nope, I was wrong on that one. Actually, thankfully, Bird has 34 too. So and it goes forward first. So Bird will be nailed at his 5th personal. So that's not good. So 2 Celtics in trouble now. So we're gonna have to have Bird play with safe now. So Jones will go to the line and shoot 2. 6 for 7 from the charity stripe so far. First one's good. Nails both of those. So Celtics lead down to 4 with the ball though. They'll inbound it over to Cowens. Reverse layup is going to be a miss. Caldwell Jones with the board. They'll set it up. And yes, that's when it's no foul safe, but I had to have Bird play with the safe, so that is going to be a foul on Maxwell. Now he'll be out of the game. So, wasn't out before, but he is now. So that's a big blow for the Celtics there, as Maxwell fouls out. And I guess we have to bring Fernstein back in, even though he's going to go over his minutes. We really don't have any other. I don't really want to put. Yeah, so people are going to. Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, Makar is over his minutes too, though. I guess we could put in Roby. I'll put in Roby at power forward. Yeah, we can do that. So Roby's going to come in at power forward. Actually, we're going to put Roby in at center, and we're going to put Cowens in at power forward. Roby's got a little bit more height there. Alright, let's check here. The rest of the guys here. Bobby Jones, he can't come out now, though. Bibby, okay. Spark, no. Irving's still good. Here we go. I guess we could put, yeah, we'll put Mix in. Collins could come in for another minute, but I guess we can leave it like that. Carr's gone over his minutes, so he's not really green. Henderson's getting close. The rest of these guys are all... Chaney could come in. I'd rather have Chris Ford's way under his minutes, so I'm going to leave Chris Ford in there. Collins has hit his minutes, though. But the Celtics don't really have anybody else to bring in at power forward, so I guess we're going to have to let Collins play it. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go with this. Don't see anything else. Yep, going to have to leave it like that. Alrighty. So Bobby Jones go to the line, shoot 2. He's 8 of 9. Misses the first one. That's a huge miss. Every point counts now. And he'll get the second one. So 3-point Celtics lead in the ball. As Bird now has 5 fouls. He's going to have to play safe. You need him in there, though. Inbound pass to Collins now at power forward. Collins puts it up. And great defense by Bobby Jones. And Caldwell Jones with the rebound. They'll set it up. Down by 3. Over to Jones. And I can't play safe and double team, so I'm going to have to... It's more important to keep Bird safe here. And that's going to be an assist pass by Irving. Feeds it into Mix. Puts it in. 8 points now. 1-point game now. Going down to the wire here. 3 minutes left. Gets it over to Archibald. Archibald with a great feed, though. Into Cowens. Puts it up and in. And we just made substitutions. I think we're good here. Let's just check real quick. I guess we could put Cheeks in there. It's got another minute there. And Collins we could put in. Celtics Carr. No, he's over. Celtics we gotta leave alone there. Could put in Chaney for somebody, but I gotta leave him Ford. Yep. Alright, that's good. Alright, here we go. 3 minutes left. Philadelphia with the ball down by 3. Inbounds it over to Collins. And his jumper will just fall. So Philadelphia within a point. Celtics ball. Celtics get it over to... Oh, they can't get anybody open. Finally get it into Bird. Bird will shoot a 3. I cannot get it to go, though. That would have been huge if Bird could have nailed that one. Bobby Jones comes down with the rebound. Chance for them to take the lead. Fast break pass into Cheeks. And Cheeks will an inside feed. Pretty feed over to Collins. And Philadelphia takes the lead. It's 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Celtics will call a timeout. And that doesn't kill their whole momentum. Still a +1. Late in the game, momentum's harder to kill. Celtics inbound it, down by a point. Every possession huge now. They get it into Bird. Bird will put it up. And Bird cannot get it to go. Can't get the rebound either. The Celtics can't. So Caldwell Jones with it. I'll pass it into... Oh, they can't get into anybody. Finally, Irving gets open. And he'll turn it over. So a huge turnover by Julius Irving. Throws it away. We gotta make sure Bird's playing safe here. Celtics inbound it. Give it over to Ford. Ford is gonna get fouled. So it's gonna be 4. So it's gonna be on Irving. Only his second personal. But Philadelphia it'll be a shooting foul though on Ford. So Ford 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Gets this one to go. And gets both of them. Celtics with a 1-point lead here. Going down to the wire. Philadelphia inbounds it, down by a point. Over to Caldwell Jones. Jones with the pass. No, it's not going to be a steal because Bird's playing safe. Oh, no. Bobby Jones puts it up. And that will not go. Bird, though, with the board. Pass it over to... Oh, nobody to pass it to. Still can't get it anybody. It's going to be a desperation shot here. Bird's going to have to shoot a desperation shot here. And no, as Irving denies that one. Caldwell Jones with the board. Caldwell Jones, an excellent rebounder. Gets it. Philadelphia down by a point and the ball. 36 seconds. Oh, it's going to be a foul on Roby. So Collins will go to the line to shoot two. And Collins, 91% free throw shooter. Gets the first one. Oh, and he misses the second one. Collins, a 91% free throw shooter, misses it. And Roby ends up with the board. Tied at 98. Huge miss there. Pass it over to Ford. Ford's going to shoot a three. And Ford nails a three-pointer. Huge three-pointer by Chris Ford for a 101-98 game. Wow. Fans are stunned here in Philadelphia. As Philadelphia inbounds it. Needing a three-pointer here. Oh, here we go. Hold on here. Hold on. Philadelphia's going to call a timeout, though. Alright, so they're going to... They have to do a three-pointer here, though. Alright, here we go. And they're going to get a three-pointer into Caldwell Jones. No, he can't shoot a three-pointer. They're going to have to get it into power forward 10. Why doesn't it automatically go to a three-pointer? I wish they would be able to. There was an AI in this and it was smarter. Because these right here make no sense. They would definitely want to get it into. I'm gonna give them a chance though and get it into Cheeks there. That's the only thing I can think of is to try to get into Cheeks for a three-pointer. And that is going to be good. So, that was the only fair thing to do there. Because they would definitely go for the three-pointer there. Point guard. As much as I like to win, definitely got to be fair, though. So, that is going to be... So, Celtics will attempt to get a last shot here, though. And they're going to get it into Archibald. Archibald... with a great assist feed into Cowens. Puts it up and in. And the Celtics take the lead. Wow, after a great three-pointer by Cheeks, the Celtics on the feed from Archibald get it in there. And they're going to take a timeout, see if that can do it here. I don't think it's going to make a difference, though. They'll inbound it. And that is it. As they do not get a shot off. And the Boston Celtics survive in an excellent ending to this game. As the Philadelphia fans thought Morris Cheeks with that three-pointer were going to send him into overtime, but then the pass into Archibald, who feeds Cowens with the last second bat with just a couple of seconds left. And Philadelphia, not enough time on the clock to do anything with it. And the Celtics survive. Wow. 103 to 101. Probably definitely one of the most exciting games that played in a while in this game. Well, there was another exciting game. I think the Celtics lost it, but this one, the Celtics survive and win. And gain a game now, 7-6, go over 500. Wow, what a great game. So let's take a look at these stats here. Unbelievable finish there. So let's see what we got going here. So the lead all scorer is Julius Erving with 29 points. Let's see here. To lead the Celtics, Mr. Larry Legend Bird with 19 points. For the, let's see here. Tony Archibald was, next is Tony Archibald with 16 points for the Celtics. Collins had 14 points, including the game winner there. Chris Ford with 12 points, including a huge three-pointer. Judkins with 10 points off the bench. For Philadelphia, Cheeks with a great, huge three-pointer there to tie the game. Daryl Dawkins with 15 points. Collins with 11. Bobby Jones with 11 off the bench. Let's see here. Double-doubles. It was Archibald, Tony Archibald with a double-double, 16 points and... Where is it? Where are the assists? And 12 assists. Yeah, he's only double-double on the day, I think. No, actually, Bird had a double-double with rebounds and points. 19 points, 11 rebounds. I think those are the only ones there. So, Celtics were 4 for 6 from the three-point line. I mean, from the beyond the arc with a huge one. Chris Ford 2 for 3, including that huge one at the end. And Maurice Cheeks was 1 for 1, and the only shot he took, controversial shot there, as some will say that wasn't what the cards brought out, but sometimes you got to use common sense there. They would definitely go with the guy who could shoot the three-pointer, and Maurice Cheeks nails it, which the fans thought were going to lead them into overtime, but the pass by Archibald over to Cowens to lay it up to give the Celtics a 103-101 victory. So exciting finish here, as the Celtics beat their arch rivals, the 76ers. So we're going to leave you at this point. Thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming, with Mr. Brody and Miss Mags in the house, not on camera, but in the house. Mr. Brody watching this game from the press box. So take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next Larry Bird career replay. Game number 14. When they will be facing, I'll tell you that in a second. Celtics will be playing the Detroit Pistons back at the Boston Garden. So take care and God bless. Bye-bye now.